Hi and welcome to my channel, Listen to Your Inner You. My name is Babs. I am an active manifesting coach, but I also teach you all the tools that got me out of my misery. I had depression and anxiety, so my channel is kind of a mix between mental health and self-help and manifesting, and they actually go really well together because when you are happy and you love yourself, you can actually manifest things much, much faster because happiness can come from certain beliefs, and beliefs create stories, and they create everything that manifests, right? So just a little intro. Welcome. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. I would love to grow my channel. I've been working on that and manifesting it, right? Yeah. Anyway, I have a donation link below, and my website is listentoyourinneryou.com, and you can book sessions on there. The time slots will show up in your time zone. I have had clients from all over the world, and it's been really fun. I've had some Germans, Croatian, Asian, Indian, all over the world. It's been really fun. Thank you so much for all my clients. Thank you for all of my subscribers and viewers, and it's been really fun, and I always love the comments I get, and I'm really glad I can help you. So yeah, today I just wanted to make a short video about third parties, because we all have them. So first of all, a third party isn't necessarily always a person. They often show up at a person, and it's more obvious that it bothers us when it comes up as a person, but third parties can also be work, another non-intimate person. It can be, a third party can be anything that's not you, and you feel like you're not being chosen or feel rejected, right? So third parties can show up for multiple reasons. And it always leads back to those core beliefs. It does. Because I had third parties all my life, and most of them were actually non-human. For example, growing up from my parents, it was always work. I was never priority in that regard, although them providing money for us obviously is a priority, but as a kid, it doesn't come across, right? So that's an example of another third party is work, or a vehicle. We always joked about how my dad, he loves working. First priority is working, second is his vehicle, and then a long space, and then the family. And it was always true, although we tried to jokingly talk about it, but it always was true. And it's not pleasant. Third parties are never pleasant because you want to be priority. I want to be priority. I want to be the star of my own life, right? I want people to choose me. I don't want to be constantly rejected or replaced. I want to be irreplaceable and chosen and pursued and loved, because when we're not chosen, we're constantly rejected. We constantly feel not loved enough. It goes right back to the enoughness pattern, and that's how third parties make us feel. I have had pretty much all the important guys in my life left me and almost immediately started dating someone and then got married. I'm like, okay, I thought you told me you would have a really hard time getting over me, and now you're about to be married, and you guys started dating just a few months after we were looking at rings? I mean, come on, that's bullshit, right? And I know you know what I'm talking about because it freaking hurts so much. It does not feel good, and it's not any better when we're being replaced with work. I have dated guys that constantly chose work over me and kept canceling on me. I'm like, dude, you want to get to know me? You're telling me you really like me and I'm amazing, but here you are constantly choosing work at all days and all hours. Can't you at least make 1 hour available for me and keep that hour and not keep canceling? It feels like shit. Third parties, no matter if they're human or non-human, they feel like shit. And when they do, earthquake. When they do choose the other priority over us, it makes us feel like crap. And it comes from the core beliefs. Usually it comes from that. And core beliefs, or any beliefs, cause stories. They create stories that we constantly come up with, right? If we're constantly not feeling worth it, then we're not going to feel, if our self-worth is really low, then we're constantly going to feel not good enough, not wanted enough, not loved enough, not deserving. And then those beliefs that were actually just, most beliefs are actually just conclusions. And then we keep repeating them, so they become a belief. And so therefore these beliefs start creating other stories, because if I'm not good enough, then of course he's gonna or she's gonna choose another person or work over me because I'm not priority. Well, it always comes down to I want to be priority. I want to be the star in my own life. It doesn't mean that I have to constantly get all the attention. It just means it would be nice if I get more attention than the opposite, and that people don't constantly walk away from me or choose someone else constantly over me. We're just trying to eliminate the constant. So we're going from 80-90% of shit that constantly gets pushed out to 80-90% of, oh, this feels much better. Even if people still walk away, you're not going to feel like crap anymore. So one friend told me, well, have you thought about maybe the people aren't the right people and that's why they're walking away? And I said, yes, it is possible, but it doesn't matter what happens in your 3D on your outside world. It happens how it makes you feel. That tells you what your programming is. And when constantly a pattern shows up of people walking away in some sort of way for another person, work, whatever, then it's a pattern. And if you notice the pattern, then it's the beliefs behind it, because beliefs create habits and patterns and constantly push out. So we want to change those beliefs so that they don't create these nasty stories anymore of them constantly choosing a third party in some sort of way. So again, we got to change these core beliefs, and I want you to start with I am worth it, because I am worth it causes all of the other core beliefs, and those other core beliefs all come with their own set of habits and their own set of other side beliefs. I call them side beliefs because core beliefs are really old, and then over time we develop more and more other beliefs, such as I'm priority, I'm safe, I am chosen, I'm pursued, I'm loved, I'm wanted, etc., etc. I'm safe probably is more of a core belief because that one goes back to your childhood. So that one will come up when you work through these core beliefs. I can guarantee you that. I'm priority as well. I'm chosen, I'm included. Those are really, really big beliefs, but they're not as serious as I am worth it. I am worth it is like the major thing. So why do third parties show up? Because we have all these fears that turn into stories because we keep repeating the fears, because the fears keep getting repeated and created by these negative beliefs that are in place. And that's why we usually encounter third parties, because not because you're sitting there and you're doing this on purpose, it's just shit getting pushed out because of your automated system that is programmed in a way that keeps creating negative manifestations. A manifestation is just thoughts that you focused long enough on, that you have no resistance over and almost no attachment, and that's often fears and doubts, and then they push out because it's focus work. Fears are focus. Anything we focus long enough on will create outwards. And don't freak out now. It is okay. You are not trapped in this. There are tools to get out of this. I'm giving you these tools. Go to my whole playlist of how to work through beliefs and then the list of beliefs and watch my videos. I am giving you these tools to actually feel better and manifest faster and healthier and better outcomes. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I have this channel. And if you need help, please book a session. I can not answer most questions you ask on my videos because the answer is going to be so long. I'm not going to have enough characters to type it out, and it takes a lot of time. It's easier to just talk about it in person or video person, right? So sessions are much easier to answer any questions for you. And I do offer once in a while some live questions, and usually the outcome is change your core beliefs, because if you found my channel, it is most likely 99% of the time that you are ready to change these core beliefs because life has given you enough crap and you're over it. You're ready to change this. That's why you found my channel. You are ready to make the changes and take your life into your own hands and go, I don't want this shit anymore. I deserve better. And you can know that you deserve better, but the programming takes a while because the subconscious learns a lot slower than your logical mind. So you gotta reprogram, and the old energy that comes up, that's the old story repeating over and over, is the longest part of working through anything, including manifesting. When you're manifesting, the old energy or the purge or the detox is the longest part that you will be working on. It just is. And I can't give you a timeline because everyone has their own process. Everyone works through things differently. But with core beliefs, you're usually looking at a couple of months. And manifesting, I mean, if you have your core beliefs in check, you can manifest really fucking quickly. I have manifested guys like this. Really good at manifesting guys into my life. Not saying that they're all good for me, but I've manifested some amazing guys within a matter of like 2 weeks or less. Actually, the most recent one, I think it was about a week. I'm like, ooh, haha. That's because I have my shit in order and I'm giving you the tools to work through this too. Again, third parties usually show up because of fears or programming we have in place. This is fixable. We can fix anything. You don't ever have to suffer. I have the tools and I'm giving them to you for free because I was miserable my whole life about anything. And this helped me. Manifesting pretty much saved my mental health. But third parties show up because of subconscious programming. It's not like you're doing this on purpose, because most people go, Babs, I manifested a third person. I wasn't even concentrating on them. Well, it probably was a fear that kept creeping in and you didn't take care of it. And even if you keep constantly turning around these fears, at some point, if you're not turning around your core beliefs, I have noticed in all of my clients and myself, if I don't actually address the actual problem, it's like a wound that keeps bleeding and you're not properly sewing it up. You're just putting cotton balls on it instead of taking care of the wound. So you got to take care of the actual problem, which is negative core beliefs or big beliefs, whatever you want to call them. And that's why you have shitty third parties in place, maybe work or another person or another family member that's more important. I've had all of that happen to me. I've had a boyfriend who I loved with all of my heart, and he kept choosing his mom over me. I'm like, oh, ouch. That's not cool, man. I don't deserve that. I deserve to be happy, but I have to make the changes inside of me to see what's reflecting out. Anything that is reflecting back at you is you pushed out. I mean this very literally. When people don't make you a priority, it's because you don't make yourself a priority. If people don't love you enough, it's because you don't love yourself enough. If people give you conditional love, that's because you're giving yourself conditional love. If people constantly reflect back high expectations, it's because you have them of yourself. And I am giving you all of these tools because all of this you can change, but you are the change. That famous saying, everyone knows this. You are the change, and it is so true. You can't keep looking at others saying, oh my God, there's got to be something wrong. Why aren't they calling me? Why are they texting me? Why isn't this working? I got to change the story. He loves me. She loves me. They want me so bad. They pursue me. No, yes, you got to keep these stories in check and turn them around as they come up negatively. But as you're changing these major beliefs, you're going to be more neutral. My fears and doubts have minimalized down to this. And I used to have major clinical depression and anxiety. So it was really bad. But when you do the work and put it into yourself and say, I am loved, instead of he loves me, she loves me, they love me, they want me so bad, they pursue me so bad. You got to go back to yourself and say, I'm loved, I'm pursued, I'm chosen, I'm good enough, I'm more than enough, I am enough exactly the way I am deserving, I am worth it. Third parties show up for a reason, and they're supposed to show you that there's something bigger that you need to change inside of you. Because at some point, just changing stories isn't going to be enough, and you're going to end up still miserable. It just is. All of my clients came to me miserable, and they all have thanked me for giving them the tools of working through these core beliefs over and over, because it makes a humongous change in your life, and you're going to feel better and manifest things so much faster. And third parties might not show up anymore or be very rare, but the negative thinking is going to switch to more positive thinking automatically as you're working through these core beliefs, and third parties will show up a lot less and less and might even go away completely. I can't guarantee that, but that is up to you. Third parties show up for a reason. The reason is usually negative beliefs in place that keep pushing this out. Another reason why third parties may show up and why things that you're manifesting is actually pushing out through a third party is because you just have a lot of resistance and or attachment. It could be both. It could be either one. And often that just shows up through another person. Even if the third party isn't a romantic third party with your SP, it could be that everything you want is pushing out through another person. It just means that you haven't channeled enough. The focus might be right, but you haven't addressed the resistance or attachment. So go back to my 4 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4 manifesting steps. My video is called Manifesting Steps 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. I don't remember, look it up. It's in my playlist. But it also can happen that you have enough attachment and or resistance that it's pushing out through a third party, even if the party is not romantic. That's another option. I hope you have a great day.